Welcome back to Matcha Gotcha, and more importantly, welcome back to A-Specs. It is me, Andrew, and the lovely, beautiful Will, as always. Always just can't help how lovely you are.
Thank you. I try my
And,
best. I really do. And you're quite exquisite yourself.
Thank you. But welcome back, everyone, to another amazing episode. We are continuing our shenanigans in the 30th anniversary, going into leak territory today. So if you guys aren't really much into leak, go ahead, hit that like button for the channel, though. Comment down below what you want to see coming, because we're talking about Gen 10. What do you want to see coming in Gen 10 this year? And subscribe for more content from Matcha Gotcha, because trust me, we got a lot coming. So buckle up and hold on to your butts, because we got some cool stuff coming our ways pretty soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, how you doing tonight, Will? It's a blizzard. I walked through it today, and boy, was it cold.
Yeah, I did too. It's negative. I mean, when I went out, it was -7, but right now it's
-3 at the moment.
Okay, so it's warmed up a little bit. Yeah,
the blizzard stopped.
I went outside to buy snacks, and I was like, no, I'm not going back out again. I have left my apartment once.
Yeah, I went outside, and it was actually very beautiful when I looked up and like kind of opened my eyes when I could, because it looked like it was just like snow dancing. Like that's how like strong the winds were. Like then I couldn't see anymore. Like it was blatantly very cold today, and the fact that I had to walk through that was horrendous. But yeah, that was some weather today. But speaking of weather, I guess that kind of moves into our main topic of the day. But before we get into the main topic of today, I want to go ahead and go over some Pokemon news that we've got right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and read it off real quick. So of course, something light, Scarlet and Violet, once again, as we've been predicting, is coming to a close, it seems like. So they are going through all the a lot of the starter Pokemon with the mightiest marks. Terra raids. Currently, it is Venusaur, ground type Terra. Tried it last night, got my butt handed to me. I really need to just get a bunch of you guys online and have a full team of trained Pokemon that can help take it out. My Arceus that's hyper trained and 4 Terra raids can't do it by itself, but hopefully I can get some help with that one. Besides that, we've also got some new cards for the perfect order in English for Pokemon TCG. Comes with Mega Starmie. I know the Meowth EX is also already announced, which pretty much is just a return to annoyance. And what are some other cards that got announced with that the recent that comes out next week here in Japan? Because that's the thing, that's next week for us.
Oh, it comes out next week, yeah.
Yeah, Perfect Order for us comes out next week. It's called something else, like Nile. It's like one of
Nihil Zero
moves. Yeah, I believe.
I thought it was Nihil Zero. I thought it was Nihil Zero here and Perfect Order in English.
That is correct. No, that's absolutely
correct. Okay.
That Nihil Zero here, and then it's Perfect Order. I was just saying the name in English because that's the news website I have up.
Yeah, then I got mixed up.
Yeah. But Mega Starmie, I know, actually looks kind of decent. So from some of the new cards that got announced.
Yeah.
Other than that, what else? Meowth is now available in Pokemon Unite as of January 9th. The recording of this is January 13th, by the way. And something that did come out on January 13th is the reveal, I guess our time, January 13th, January 12th for the rest of the world, is the Lego Pokemon crossover.
Yes.
Which actually looks pretty sick.
Retail price for the 3 starters is $650.
Kill me.
Yeah, but hey, you get the gym badges for free. Free gift with your $650 purchase.
Oh boy, I'm so happy I can be a trainer now.
Yeah.
And then last bit of news before we move into VGC TCG stuff is, I mean, it is TCG related. Rotation, it's coming soon, literally next week here in Japan. So you're going to be seeing the leaving of a bunch of good cards, and maybe we'll have a video on that pretty soon coming up. Well, just maybe, you never know. Potentially, maybe it's not me or you. Who knows?
Maybe it's not me or you. I don't know.
Yeah, no, and then in America, in the rest of the world, is a part of the Pokemon Company International, comes out in April. So you guys got a little bit more time with your Golden Goes and Gardevoirs and Ionos, but thank goodness it's gone for us next week.
Right.
I lost too many recent games because I've already swapped over my card. So I'm putting myself at a disadvantage. But I've lost so many times to Turo and Iono in the past week, so I'm kind of done with it, and I'm ready to move on.
Yeah,
but
Nick,
yeah, besides that,
Nick, who's been previously on the channel, also is not a fan of Iono.
Nah, Gholdengo player, isn't he?
Yeah, Gholdengo player. But I mean, to be fair, I think from the perspective of someone that has played Gholdengo, like it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. What am I gonna do? Play what?
The thing is, even with
Fusen,
Iono, you can just
draw 2, switch out, draw another 2, draw 4 cards, and then play
You have
Pheasantipity,
such a
draw
good draw
another 3
engine.
cards. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Discard
It doesn't matter.
Discard for Lunar Cycle and draw 3 more cards. Yeah, who cares? But anyways.
Yeah. And so we're just gonna, because we really want to get into our main topic for today, so we're really kind of pushing through. We're gonna go through some VGC news real quick. The Grand Challenge for 2026 has completed, and we've got the top 5 players right here. I apologize in advance if I butchered your names, because this is a worldwide tournament that anyone can join in, as long as you have your region set to a region in the Pokemon Company International. That doesn't mean Japanese players haven't swapped it over to that just to do so. They do so just so they can participate, which, to be fair, I almost did as well, but I ended up not. So we have Diego Latianzi. I'm so sorry. He's from Brazil. From Latin America, actually winning the entire tournament. So not only is he number 1 in Latin America, he is number 1 in the world. Congratulations to you. I do know he was bolstering a Indeedee female as one of the main aspects of his team. It also looks like he has Whimsicott, Chiyu, Urshifu, not certain of the one. I'm pretty sure it's Rapid Strike, Ogerpon, Cornerstone, and Iron Crown, of all things. We can only do so much with the results we have here. It's on Twitter if the player decided to post. Second place, we have Kirian Singh from Australia, getting first place for his region, Oceania, as well as just second place overall. Let's see, I know he's got a team that he is sporting. He's got a very generic team, if you want me to be perfectly honest, of Tornadus, Farigiraf, Landorus, Urshifu, Rapid Strike, once again, Basculegion, and what is that Pokemon? Iron Hands, that's it. I'm assuming it's Rapid Strike, by the way, because it doesn't show the name of the Pokemon, but that's just the common one.
Yeah, Rapid Strike is the most common in VGC, at least.
So yeah. So next is third place, and first place for the NA, it is Ryan Clean with, and I'm actually super, I have to turn sideways because the picture he posted for some reason is sideways, and I don't understand why. He has Dragonite. In classic Andrew fashion, I can never say Pokemon named right. It's the matcha Pokemon. He has the move that is named our channel. Sinistra, whatever it is.
Yes,
yeah, that one.
Sinistra.
He has Orthworm, of all things.
Orthworm
legend, and then we also have Galarian Zapdos, Ting Lu, and Landorus the Tyrian, like the other form.
Yeah.
And then we have fourth place overall, but first place for the EU is Cohen Van Kahn from France. I believe that is the French flag. Actually, it might not even be the French flag.
If they're all vertical,
it's the Netherlands.
It's
the Netherlands.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh, same
colors. My god.
Cut it out. And they had Fluttermane, Rillaboom, Urshifu, Landorus, Ogerpon, Flame Mask, and also Raging Bolt. Very standard team. Nothing too special. And then last but not least, in fifth place, second place for NA is Kaysun Thompson. And he actually said on his Twitter, this is his best Grand Challenge finish that he's ever had. Congratulations for that. With Raging Bolt, Fluttermane, Farigiraf, Torkoal. I like seeing this. The Walking Wake with the Life Orb as well. And the Hisuian Lilligant. So I'm actually really happy with that. I love seeing Pokemon, and actually that might be a team I might want to keep an eye on. Maybe try out for myself in the future on maybe some videos or something like that.
Maybe in the future. Maybe we don't know.
Yeah, maybe in the future. Who knows? Like I said, we've got a lot of amazing stuff coming out pretty soon, and we're super excited to share with you guys. It's not just going to be a podcast channel anymore, I promise. We're going to get back to some of our roots and maybe other things. But other than that, that's about it for the VGC. So, Will, why don't you take it over for the TCG, my friend?
No specific names for the TCG, unfortunately. I'm just kind of looking at the
No!
metagame data that's been going on
Yeah.
for the City League. City League Season
Mm.
3 from January 10th to the 12th, so just this week, right? So
Yeah.
out of 896 decks, Dragapult taking up 16% of them. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Keep on snoring, geezer. All right.
I'm just saying, VGC, we had some like unique Mons show up, and meanwhile in TCG, we still just got Dragapult.
Although
He ain't even leaving.
I will say that with the or the G rotation next week,
Yeah.
the gym battles I've been going to have been a lot more
Flavorful.
what's
I
it
think
called?
people are going to
Flavorful,
start testing
exactly.
stuff out now.
Exactly.
Since
Yeah,
it's like a week away.
I've been seeing
Yeah.
Festival Lead, like classic Festival Lead with Diplin, but they use Mega Hydrapple EX in Ogerpon, and the Meganium that
Mega
doubles your
Hydrapple.
or no, not did I
Is
say
there
Mega
Mega?
Hydrapple? Hydrapple
You sure
EX.
did.
Hydrapple EX,
And,
which I think
and you
is
said
a
Mega Meganium?
no, just the basic one that doubles your
Just the
energy.
base one.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Teal Mask Ogerpon. So I think that deck looks really cool. It needs a lot of work still, playing against it and like watching it be
Yeah.
played, but nonetheless, it still seems pretty fun. Anyways, number 2 taking up 15.2% of the pie, Gardevoir. So happy to see Gardevoir leave, and
So happy.
for me, it's
Get her out of here.
yeah, for me, it's like I'm ecstatic because now, with the rotation change, I'm like deciding on like what my second deck wants to be, and a lot of
Yeah.
us in our group have decided on Mega Lucario. And
Yeah.
I'm stealing your words here, but it seems like a lot of the Japanese players, they are saying that Mega Lucario is going to be the next Goldengo because of how easy it
It's
is
just,
to.
it's so easy.
It is
You know,
easy.
it's just,
It's
yeah.
so incredibly easy. It sets itself up. It's a good deck. It's a really good deck. And then
That's pretty solid.
13.2% of the pie is Goldengo. Hasn't been seeing as much play lately, and I wonder why. I wonder
Thank
why,
goodness.
because I feel like Goldengo has been seeing less play lately, and Gardevoir has been going up, and which is odd to me because I think out of the two, Goldengo is definitely better. But
It's
in my
easier.
opinion,
I think,
I think
yeah,
it's
because I think
easier.
Gardevoir's better. I think Gardevoir's better, but more people can be good with Golden Go, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So I wonder
Yeah.
because again with the G rotation, you know, Golden Go has dropped a lot, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it doesn't counter Dragapult as hard as Gardevoir does, right? Just with Lily's
Yeah, especially with the
Clefairy.
Lily's Clefairy. Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. Number 4 on the chart, 10.6% with Raging Bolt.
My boy.
Yeah, we've been actually testing.
Which
We've been texting,
it's so bad.
testing quite a bit, like a post rotation, Raging Bolt deck with Andrew, and it doesn't seem like
It's not good. In Kyle's words, another, one of the founding members of Machigacha, it's
Mhm.
Raging Brick.
Yeah.
So it's
So
Raging Brick. It's so bad, dude. And I
mhm.
played that in Jam Battle, went 0-4, and that was also losing to one of our friends that play with us. And I mean, congrats to her, by the way, for beating me. But like that deck is so bad. Like it just, well, it was also
Well,
rushed because I
yeah,
had
it was rushed. Yeah,
I was trying because like I was originally doing Raging Bolt, but then I just took them out right before the tournament started,
yeah,
and
you did.
it was
Yeah, I
still
remember
mostly
that.
Raging Bolt, and it was just bad. I should have honestly just stuck with the Raging Bolt build I had, and maybe it would have done better. Like at least I had some cohesion, but
Yeah, maybe. Um,
it was still bad. Like don't get me wrong, but I think it was better than what I was
yeah,
than
you're
I had.
losing a lot of key pieces. Mainly Professor
It's almost
Sada's.
nigh unplayable.
Yeah.
Like,
But we'll see. There's still time yet to come with new expansions. So
Yeah.
well, I don't know, guys. We'll
Oh
see.
no, man, maybe. I mean, I
Number
guess
five.
Crispin could still be useful, but
Yeah, Christmas could still be useful. Number five, 9.3%. Charizard EX, the Dark Terror type, not Mega
my
Charizard.
original boy.
Yeah, not Mega Charizard. So
Yeah.
Dark Terra Charizard EX taking the number 5 spot with 9.3. Marnie's
Hmm.
Grimmsnarl, 9%.
Hmm.
Absol Box, 3.1%. Joltik Box,
Not
2.8%.
a lot of megas.
No, actually the only mega so far I've listed is
Mega
Mega
Absol.
Absol. And then the last 20.9% is just a bunch of other decks. So Festival Lead. Unfortunately,
Not even named.
I think Mega Lucario's in there right now.
I expect him within the next week to jump up so high. Like
Yeah.
it's not even funny.
Yeah, and again,
Like,
I've been playing him lately. I haven't been playing Dragapult as much because Dragapult is still going to be pretty viable after the rotation.
Yeah.
But it like genuinely Mega Lucario feels so good. I think the only G regulation cards I have in my Lucario deck now are Iono and
Nest Ball?
I don't know. I'm not running Nest Ball. No, I think it's
Hmm.
literally just Iono. So I gotta find other two other cards to slot in after.
Just put Judge. Just do Judge.
Judgment would be good, wouldn't it? It might be good. So yeah.
It's just hand destruction, right? Like that's just an easy
Well,
replacement
yeah,
for hand
yeah.
destruction.
I guess if I'm just
Or
looking for
Naveen. The new Naveen card is also no, that's for your own hand though. Sorry. Yeah. So
yeah, that's
probably
for
Judgment.
I guess if I'm just doing one for one hand disruption, Judgment would be best, but we will find out, right? So
We'll have to find out.
that is the metagame top 16 for this week's Series 3 City League. Congratulations to everybody who did win. Sorry I don't have your names or anything, but yeah, well fought, everyone.
Good. Oh boy, man. Let's go ahead and get to today's topic. I mentioned the weather thing, and that'll be a part of it. And by the way, if you guys, like I mentioned at the beginning of this videos, this is a lot of spoilers or leak territory that could be true. Could take it all with a grain of salt at the end of the day.
Yes.
We are talking about probably the biggest announcement, or hopefully one of the biggest announcement at the Pokemon 30th anniversary presentation we got coming up next month in about a month and a half away.
Yeah.
Generation 10, and starting off with the names Wind and Waves.
Yeah.
That is supposedly the names. It says what, Kami and Kaze.
So in the Giga League
right?
files, it specifically says Giga K and Giga N, or no, sorry, Gaia K, Gaia K, and Gaia N. So in Japanese, Wind is Kaze, and Nami and would be like ocean.
Excuse me.
It would be like wind and ocean.
Specifically.
Or I guess Nami could also
it's
mean wave, right?
Because like Umi is
yeah, you're right. Yeah, so okay, yeah. Kaze is wind, Nami is wave, because like Nami from One Piece. That's how I remember that. So in the Giga League files again, Gaiga K, wind, Gaiga N, or Gaia N is wave. So it seems like the correct me if I'm wrong, but we've known about the names for a while, and this like feels more so like a confirmation, right? So
that's the thing. A lot of people from what I've read, a lot of people dismiss those names as being fake. Wind and Waves, and a lot of people didn't want to believe that was actually what the names were going to be, or they'd be like, no way, that's going to be it, or that's just hype coming into Gen 10 that we know is probably coming next year. Like Pokemon 30th anniversary, of course it's coming out this year. There is no way it's not. And it's been longer already than the typical generation cycle, which I am happy once again for.
Yeah.
But yeah, that. I think not a lot of people thought this was actually going to be the names, but with these leaks kind of pointing in that direction, it really does seem like Wind and Waves is the name of the title.
Yeah, and I would much rather have a Pokemon game that takes like longer. Like I'm not saying I'm not saying I want a span of like from 2 years to 3 years, right? I'd rather have it be like erratic when the games come out because I want that time and effort put into the games. I don't care if I have to wait 3 years, four
Yeah,
years, 5 years. Like
5 years.
I want a good Pokemon game, right? So I
I
am
think 5 years would be, like, the max just for, like to keep things consistent and fresh within, like, because I think what Pokemon's done is put themselves in a corner, not to get too far away from the talking about Gen 10,
mhm.
but I think they put themselves in the corner by syncing up, like, VGC with TCG, or not VGC specifically, but, like, the games with the cards, like, that
Yeah,
kind of
I think
system.
Nintendo's really put themselves in a corner with the time crunches, and they
Yeah,
honestly, a lot of the reason why we don't get like voiceovers or like voice acting, or a lot of people complain about graphics, but I mean it's a kid game, right? But like
yeah,
a lot of the other problems are what's it called, budget. If Pokemon had a bigger budget too,
yeah,
there would
which is
be
weird to say because 'cause they've got so much
right,
money.
right,
It's like the highest company or franchise in the world if
yeah.
you separate all the Disney characters into, like, their respective franchises, right?
Hmm.
It's the most money-making company out there. The money is there. I don't know,
The
come on,
money is
Pokemon,
Yeah,
you
the
got
money
it.
is there. The money's absolutely there. But anyways, Pokemon Wind, Pokemon Wave is the leaked name of the
Mm,
games, and it seems like it's going to have a huge, well, rather a huge part of the game is going to be about humans and nature and like just living things and the connection
yeah,
between those three um things, right? So
yeah,
there, I'm looking at a chart here now that kind of goes over all of it. We see a triangle, and in
yeah.
that triangle,
Triangle.
in Japanese, or pyramid, I guess, if you want to put it that way.
It looks like a tower. It's Lumio's tower. Confirmed.
Sure, I see what you're saying. Anyways, we're seeing this triangle, and
Yeah, yeah.
it's going over nature and humans and living things, and in the center of this triangle, like the nature, humans, and living things are all kind of
Yeah,
working
yeah, yeah, yeah.
together in like a harmony, right?
Mhm,
But
mhm.
then outwards at each corner of the triangle, each
Humans'
section of
life.
those, yeah, the
Yeah.
humans life and living things are all also isolated from each other. So towards the center they're
Yeah.
more working together, and there's that balance. It's This is what it may seem
Mm.
like. But on the outside, on the corners, there's also those extremes where maybe it's not shown in the diagram that we're looking at, but maybe the humans and living things are working together more so than they are with
Yeah.
the nature, or the living things in nature are more together. Like living things could be the Pokemon, right? Pokemon and nature are more together, and there's not much of a human presence, or humans and nature are working together, and there's not much of a Pokemon presence, right? So that could be an
Mm.
aspect of it, which I think would be pretty cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I do also see that it mentions that it's, got a more the structure is gonna be more like an open world or MMO rather than traditional linear routes as
yes,
well, which
yes.
is very interesting.
Hmm. Yeah, in terms of world
Um,
design, not gameplay, because we don't know too much about
yeah, yeah.
gameplay yet.
But it does say strong emphasis on weather systems, which is very interesting, like
Yeah,
winds and
so
natural phenomenons. So that could be like, for example, especially if it goes like this MMO kind of feel, like say there's a storm going on, like kind of similar to outbreaks, and like boom, now there's a bunch of like
yeah,
water Pokemon, like or like more stronger Pokemon and like electric Pokemon that maybe is like in these like storms and stuff, which is pretty cool.
yeah.
It
Like
could be something.
would I be able to go into like the eye of a tornado and find
Yeah.
like a
Oh,
thunderous in there,
Tornadus.
right? Or
Yeah,
tornado?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It is. It's thunderous, right? No, it's tornadus.
It's Tornadus. It's
It's
Tornadus is
tornadus.
in the Thunder. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So like,
And then
could I go
yeah,
into a tornado and see thunderous there? That like
yeah,
that'd be really cool, right?
yeah. Like, and also, just to briefly go another mechanic that was like rumor. I don't know if it was in this league specifically, but I've seen it in another one. Is multiplayer was going to be a huge focus, or like a gameplay that mechanic that could be in the game
I
where you could play
I
through the
heard that
entire game
too.
together.
I heard that too, and I think we
Yeah,
might have touched a little bit about that on previous episodes, like just mentioning
yeah.
it. Um, but yeah, I think this is really cool. I'd like to see um, a lot of stuff like that where like because Pokemon, like if we're being honest, Pokemon like are like powerful. They are dangerous, right?
Yeah,
Like the fact that I think it's cool that the fact that I could go and I'm going to keep using this because I can't think of anything else right now. The fact that I could keep going into that eye of the tornado, and there's the Pokemon causing it, right? That's like such a
yeah.
cool idea. Or like, what about the Pokemon? Like, what if there are two? What if there's like a Dondozo and a Wailord fighting, and they're the one causing these huge
Oh
waves,
yeah,
right? That like I think that'd be
yeah.
really cool to see.
Kind of
Um,
like a Wind Waker esque, like Legends of the Wind Waker
yeah,
kind of
yeah, yeah,
feeling.
yeah. So,
And then there's yeah, that would be so cool.
yeah, go on. What were you gonna say?
Well, no, I just like I was gonna point out like this screenshot or this concept art, right?
Hmm.
That like if that's what they're thinking the game's gonna look like to an extent, give me that, you know, like
Yeah,
that, oh man, and of course they've got Nimona as like the test dummy there, or whatever.
yeah.
But it's
This
like
well,
that looks so cool.
this is like concept art, not like official.
Not
I,
actual game footage, right?
yeah, I'm
So
looking at what you're looking at right now. This is like just official concept art. It's not anything. It's not gameplay. It's not anything official yet. It's not like an in-game image. It's just kind of what the people are thinking in Game Freak in their head, right? Um.
right, yeah.
So let's see. Taking together the presentation, international naming, or internal naming, and environments focused oh my god, focus all towards Wind and Wave being intended official titles is what it seems like. Um, I wonder why though. Like
And notably, that wave is singular, by the way. It's not waves, it's Pokemon Wave, not
would that
waves.
have something to do with the box legendaries? Do you think?
Maybe, because, like, so my thought is, like, of course, the legendaries are the ones who control the wind and the waves, which the only Pokemon I can think of that, like, have to do with. I know Latios does with, like, wind. Um, and
Okay.
also, I mean, Kyogre is, like, the first one you can think of when it comes to, like, the ocean, right? But,
Right.
like,
Well, that would be more
this
towards
is,
it.
like,
But like,
but
I mean,
still, it's like it's pretty cool. Like, I mean, it pretty much will signifies that these Pokemon are probably the ones that like in harmonious, like to stick with the theme is like connecting, um, like just between like the wind and the waves. I guess I don't know. It's
mhm,
very interesting, and especially because like especially with the theme, like in recent Pokemon generations, usually they take the region that like the IRL inspiration to heart, and what better region for like wind and like waves and harmony than like the Southeast Asia with like
yeah,
the Indonesia specifically as
mhm,
well. Like to kind of have like that connection and like oh gosh, I know there's like a lot of like cultural and like religious like background to it when it comes like from that area,
yeah,
which is really cool.
yeah. I mean, earlier I said, like, does like the wind or wave have anything to do with the box legendaries? Of course, it's gonna have something to do with like the box legendaries, but like, are they gonna be? Like, I kind of wonder if this is gonna be like a Gen 3 situation
Mm,
where we have these teams focused on bringing these weather centric Pokemon um, to light or to use them in some way, and then it's like, oops, oh no, the wind Pokemon is angry now, and now we have these tornadoes, or oops, the wave Pokemon is getting scary, and we have to get to like high ground because of these huge waves that are coming, right? So that's kind of like what I meant by that and where I was going.
right. Yeah.
Because
Not to trail. Yeah. Yeah.
if
Go
you're
ahead. Go
looking
ahead.
at the map, and thanks for letting me continue. If you're looking at the map, this is based on like Indonesia, Southeast Asia. It's a lot of like
Yeah.
islands, a lot of separated islands, more so than Alola. We
Yeah.
have, let's see, one, two, three, four,
It
five,
says
six, seven.
54.
Yeah, but like seven
It,
like main regions with a
main,
total of like
like big ones, right?
54, like 54 different islands in total, which is huge. It's huge.
Yeah, and something to also note about like this map, because that's actually where I was heading towards, is like
Hmm.
it does mention in the description like there's only one noticeable city that's like on the map.
Yeah,
And what would be cool if it's like maybe a part of the missions of this game is helping settle and build like the villages or cities around you. Like I
that'd be
think
another cool thing too. Yeah, especially if it's going to be a little MMO focused and multiplayer focused, right?
yeah,
Yeah, you can see
like yeah.
like the one city they're referring to towards the bottom here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So maybe like you just kind of go around whichever island focusing on like, oh, these people here need these resources that these people on this island have, and you have to like connect the two, right? Um
And that would be so wild because this could bring in like a whole new group of players to Pokemon. Because I know I have a lot of friends that like those gathering crafting kind of games, and
right, right.
they like Pokemon, but they fell off of Pokemon a long time ago. Like so,
Yeah.
this would be like the perfect game to like bring them back into the series,
Mhm.
and I think it could be very cool, especially like not to go into champions too much, but like this game could really truly show why having a separate thing for competitive can like really do for a Pokemon game that has like no limitations, you
Yeah,
know?
right. Yeah, and I mean, there are rumors. Again, these are leaks. It's like nothing's confirmed. We don't
Take it with
know.
a grain
This
of
is all.
salt. We
Yeah,
don't
this is
know.
all. Well, this
Yeah.
is all speculation. If there's one thing Pokemon fans are good at, it's speculation. But there is speculation of like underwater environments too. So, like,
Ooh.
are we going to be like? How do we get to these underwater locations? Are they going to be like the Blueberry Academy, where it's
Mm.
it's just like a location underwater, like a dome underwater, or are we going to be able to use dive again? Do I get to ride on my Empoleon that I desperately
The
want?
return.
Yeah, do I get to surf on my Empoleon that I desperately want and then get to dive
No,
underwater and
it's probably going to be a diving suit because, they can't go back to HMs.
well, yeah, but like Pokemon like fly. You don't have to like if you have a water type Pokemon, why couldn't you just like ride it in the water, right?
True. No, no, 100%. And
Cuz like it's
I'm
like
not
think
gonna
of
get too
Legends
much into
Arceus.
this, but it's funny that you mentioned that, and I'm not gonna get too much into this topic because that could be a whole nother video. A big rumor about this game is it could play a lot like Pal World, and that could be a lot of the like not just the only reasons, but like reasons
Mhm.
for a lot of the lawsuits Pokemon doing. So you mentioned that, but in Pal World, I know you can if you have a clearly someone who can swim, you can ride on that pal and swim. If
Well,
you got
even
one that can fly, you can ride on it, right?
even then, like just think of Legends Arceus. Like you could ride your Basculegion, right? Like it's just
Yeah, but it wasn't
it's
yours. It
just a
was
menu.
the But it wasn't yours. It was
It was given to you, right?
I mean, they all were to an extent given to, but you couldn't use them in battle or anything. Like the difference would
Yeah.
be like if you could use those Pokemon still in battle, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, can you imagine like, and this would be so cool. It kind of brings Sky battles back to instead, but you're flying on the back of your like Charizard, for
Ooh,
example,
that would be
and a
cool.
Pokemon runs to initiate battle, and if like your Charizard gets knocked out, you start falling to like your doom
Oh,
or
you have to like
whatever.
save yourself with your Rotom phone.
Yeah, or whatever it is, like whatever they end up having. According to the leak here, it's a Rotom scooter. But oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Sorry, I had a cough there. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think even like being able to fly, like having so many islands like this, and being surrounded by water and just having an open sky, there are so many different methods of transportation and travel that are or should be available to us that I'd really like to see explored. I think like having a system like Legends Arceus where maybe sure we can't use the Pokemon during battle, but we get to use them for transportation is fine. I was fine with that. I liked it. Um, Andrew mentioned the Rotom scooter. I don't really think that's going to be used too much outside of like on top of the actual islands, or like maybe there's like some kind of
Oh. Well, I'm reading something also. It says it's directly linked to the Pokemon that's outside of the Pokeball at the same time. Like when a
Oh,
Pokemon pulls it along, or like you fly upon the like it kind of acts as like a saddle where you fly on the back of like the Pokemon. So this
interesting.
honestly could kind of confirm it. Like it's like it could be into the actions of flying or diving depending on the partner's Pokemon abilities. So it
Uh-huh.
actually so it's some it's I honestly I'm once again going back to Power World. I feel like that could actually be like what they're going for here, and then like
Yeah.
it it like it's for example you're Empoleon. Clearly he can surf and you're riding on the back of it. Like instead of a like Pokemon abilities in this game aren't going to be like your traditional abilities. It's going to be more like think of a D&D like Dungeons and Dragons or something like I have the ability to swim or I have the ability to fly or it's like,
Okay.
just like that could honestly be and like a Pokemon like Pidgey won't actually know fly because it's
Yeah.
too small,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? But like Pidgeot of course or Charizard or
Hmm.
Scyther even can know fly because they're big enough,
Yeah.
right?
Because like I wanted to mention with the Rotom scooters, I feel like Scarlet and Violet was really for me like having that. It wasn't a Rotom bike, was it? I think it was like a Rotom bike. It was an upgradable Rotom bike. Having
It's a
that
Sword and Shield
Sword and
has a
Shield,
Rotom
Sword and
bike.
Shield is what it was. Sorry, right, right, right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sword and Shield. That was like really disappointing to me because it's like, oh, I just get to ride a bike, and it's like,
Change the
sure,
colors, I guess.
yeah, I just get to
That's
change the
cool.
colors. I guess it's like I want to, like this is cool. Having a saddle with your Pokemon, and again, like maybe you have to like level up your Rotom scooter in order for you to dive and have like the appropriate level
Oh, of course.
Pokemon, have the
Of
appropriate
course.
level
Yeah.
Pokemon or like appropriate size Pokemon that could dive and like you can like guide it's you and your Pokemon. It's not just you, right? Like this is a world about you and Pokemon. Not Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield, it was just like, yeah, that's you on a bike. It's like it's all right,
Yeah.
whatever. Like this is the
This
stuff I'm looking forward to.
yeah, and like there is no way a game like this won't have multiplayer. Like I know I keep going back. I'm a multiplayer gamer, so
Right,
for
right,
me it's just
right.
like there is no way something like this wouldn't have it. Like,
Right.
and imagine being able to I sadly it's probably going to be a max of 4 players at a time unless Nintendo does some shenanigans.
Hmm.
I'd like to see an 8-player limit, but imagine like you and 80 your like 7 of your other friends going on like a Pokemon, but it's a join in join out situation, right? Um
I mean
but I
I
wonder how safe that would work. Like that's the only thing I'm like, how would that be a thing? I guess it'd be like you join someone's world, but
I think it would be
anyways.
cool because if it is MMO like implied, right? I think it would be cool for you in in single player, like you could have your own like you in single player. Single player is just offline. So
Yeah,
it's just you going around these islands and doing whatever and like it's just you in the world
of course.
basically, right?
Yeah, of course.
And then your friends could ask to join you, maybe that limit of 8 that you said or whatever, however whatever they make the limit, or like so we have all of that and the option that we have like this overworld, this actual online
Mm.
world that we could join where it's a hub of a bunch of different people and we can see a bunch of people moving around, walking, moving on their Rotom
Mm.
scooter, flying, etc., like an actual MMO hub. I think that's what would
What
be
if
cool.
what if the leaked thing of an MMO is actually this?
Hmm.
Like I though I know in that leak it also said all the like Johto, Sinnoh, Hoenn, and Kanto, but like what if this was actually it? Like, that I could easily see that also being a thing. But before we get too much into it, let's every Pokemon's got something called a gimmick usually in recent gens,
Okay.
ever since X and Y. And this gimmick is rumored to be called Majin,
Hmm.
which pretty much weather-based moves and effects. So
Yeah.
think of every Pokemon being cast form pretty much, because we all love cast form.
Well, I
Uh,
wouldn't, I wouldn't, I wouldn't say that because we don't really know what
yeah, no, it
is
says it's
going
very
on.
unclear
Yeah,
based off
it's
like this footage of
very
Pikachu having like a growth happening, and I have
yeah.
no.
He's
It
kind of
looks
like
very disgusting.
he kind of goes from like we kind of see Pikachu being stable in this video, but then like he's like swelling up with Like we don't really know what it is, but like it's
Goo.
uneven. Yeah, it's uneven. It's like this type of energy. It's moving from like ear to ear, and then it goes from like it's all the energy from his feet to his head, and
Yeah.
we really have no idea what's going on with it. We just kind of have this initial video to go off of. But I have seen other photos where like for example, it's raining, and then you see over your Pokemon that there's like a little umbrella symbol. So maybe like like your Pokemon in terms of the weather, like it depends on this, right? So like if this is just me taking like a wild guess, right? But if you're in a type of weather that your like however your Pokemon gets this Majin gimmick, if it's raining and then your Pikachu's in the rain and it has that like umbrella symbol on it, maybe Pikachu becomes a water type. But then that's too much like Terrastal, right? Like it's not.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know
would
that.
say it probably affects moves more than anything,
Ooh, that's a good.
right?
Yeah, the moves are good
It's
too.
probably like, I mean, moves already kind of get affected by weather, but
Mm,
maybe like even more of a sense, right?
yeah.
Um, or maybe you're right. Maybe instead of changing a type completely, maybe it changes dual typing.
Okay.
Like maybe, like could
Okay.
be. I don't know. It's definitely, or maybe if it's raining, Pikachu evolves to something else, branching evolutionary paths.
Mm, but that's
Like
not a
that could
gimmick though. That's just
not
evolution.
necessarily right, but still, I don't know. It could be something, and
Hmm.
there's not really much to go off of with this one for now, though. But like something I did just read in the core themes is it's an endless story.
Hmm.
And it's like someone is saying like it's more of a like the adventure that you have within the world, and this word called survival is presented not just as a gameplay concept but as a message preparing the next generation to endure harsh and an unstable world. So my thought is like you go back to how you mentioned there was a offline version and then like an online hub easily can be done like with this like
Yeah.
concept of like
Yeah.
it's just an ever evolving story. So it's like one that's like continuously shaped by Pokemon as we go along.
Hmm.
Um, so it could be a very interesting few years with Wind and Waves, especially as like a building tool, and what Pokemon can truly become. So I'm really excited, like to see what can be done with this and how they're describing it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, oh man, there's so much we don't know, right? And it's like
No, yeah, and
it's
we won't know, right?
yeah, and we won't know until maybe Pokemon Day or maybe until the game comes out. Because honestly, I highly doubt it. But you know, there is a chance we
Hmm.
don't even hear anything about the game on Pokemon Day.
Oh,
Again,
there's no way,
it's highly unlikely.
right?
It's highly unlikely. But you know,
Hmm.
Nintendo's Game Freak, right? So who really knows what could happen, right? Aside from those two. Um, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a 99.99% chance we're gonna get some more information. I'm hoping, right? Um,
So the last, maybe not the last thing we touch on, but one thing I do want to touch upon
hmm
that seems to be apparently, if it's still in the game
yeah.
by this point, is this thing called the Seed Pokemon. We don't have to go too much into it, but
Okay.
apparently, I know you even mentioned you didn't want to go into this,
I
but
didn't want to go into
apparently
this,
it's
but
like
it's really grabbed your
apparently
attention. Like,
it's apparently the core mechanic of the game, where it's an experimental Pokemon designed to act as both narrative core and key gameplay system for Generation 10. Unlike traditional evolutions, this Pokemon has no fixed final form. Its appearance and development are shaped by growth, environment, and player interaction, with near infinite variations. Its appearance, I already read that. The presence explicitly cites Spore as an inspiration of all things, which, like, I
I
love Spore. So that was a great game, by the way. Um, the environment and player reinterpreted the Pokemon's emphasis on emotional bonding rather than pure simulation. Players encounter the seed Pokemon early in the coastal area. It's witnessed and inhabited by the Storm and Wave legendary Pokemon, with its final form determined about how it's raised and guided. So a big thing, because I scrolled down a little bit more, and it
Hmm.
says gameplay structures and also as well as legendary islands
Well,
and project like a world, right?
uh-huh.
So it's saying that this seed Pokemon kind of shapes your world and will change the different islands that you can get into the world. So it seems like how you play the game, your version of this region could look different from someone else playing the game.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to unpack this thing, but it's just like, and this is
I
probably a
I
whole video on its own.
I didn't want to bring it up because it's, to me, this is like, it feels like an idea the Pokemon Company is going to scrap, and they also mention that like many elements that are described in the story that have been leaked are like have been changed or reworked or like
But
completely
wouldn't that be
discarded.
cool?
I think it would be completely discarded. But I did think of this while you were reading that. What if the seed Pokemon is like Cosmog, and as
Hmm.
it goes along with us on our adventures, it becomes the box legendary. Yeah, I know you said that.
But they
Sorry.
exist in separate planes, right? Like that's like they're both. Well, I guess so did Cosmog, to be
Yeah.
fair.
So
They say that same
maybe it
time.
becomes like, yeah, maybe it is like a Cosmog situation. And I know you said that in the thing, it's like near infinite variation. You know, maybe this seed Pokemon um is like a Cosmog situation where it's one of the two box legendaries, or maybe it's like maybe it has to deal heavily with the Majin gimmick. Or I could even see as like a third option, what if you go around your island and or islands rather, and if it is, since it is MMO like after you do this like huge quest for the island, it's like, oh, our Pokemon need water for our crops or whatever, and the seed Pokemon like becomes a water type, and it like changes its form because of that. Or it's like, oh, the people on the volcano in the middle of the island are like really, like none of the soil is good enough for farming, right? And it's
Soil.
so it
Yeah.
becomes like a ground or rock type, right, to help better
Yeah.
fertilize the soil. What if that could be a possibility?
Hmm. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's those are the big things that grasp me out of this league. What are is there anything else you want to touch upon on this though, Will?
I think Wind and Wave have so much potential,
Mm.
like genuinely, these games have like so much potential, especially from what we're seeing from these Giga Leaks. um and again, it's all like what we're talking about is all speculation and our own opinions, and like some of it may not be true, none of it may not be true, right? But I really like my expectations for the Pokemon games have been, I don't want to say lackluster, but like my expectations haven't been too strong for the Pokemon game series in like a while.
Well,
Although I do love the franchise, I do love Pokemon. Um,
we wouldn't be making a podcast if we
right,
didn't. But it is. I'm with you. It's like what do we expect that every Pokemon presents now? You
right.
know,
So I really have
it's like
high hopes for this. I think this has a chance to be phenomenal. Um, yeah. What about you, Andrew? What are your thoughts?
wow, like if it's everything, I mean it won't be everything that we
Yeah,
discuss, but like if it really could be this like big adventurous world that you can not just do with yourself but your friends, I feel like that is something I would just have a blast with. And I know our friend group would jump. We'd probably, if it's only four players too, we'd probably be fighting over who could play with who at
right,
the time,
right.
honestly. Because like if you know me and you, it'll probably always be me and you because we're probably always going to be online like when
Yeah,
we're not working.
yeah,
So we can always guarantee that, but like even friends who aren't currently playing Pokemon games, I know would jump back into it, and
Mhm.
friends who haven't touched a Pokemon game would probably, especially if it's like a survival crafting kind of like game.
Mhm.
I know people would probably get back into it, but like I don't know. I think Gen 10 has an opportunity to really show people that Pokemon can be something more than what they're used to playing.
I
You
do
know, I
hope.
think, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. Keep going.
No, no,
I
that was about it. Like, yeah.
I do hope, because I do think that this will be like a Switch 2 exclusive game. I do hope there will be a
Oh,
Switch 1
absolutely.
point though, because I still don't have a Switch 2.
Gotta
Ugh,
get there.
I do gotta get
Gotta get
there.
there,
I gotta
brother.
get there. I'm not
You know, they're
close,
pretty much
but
even in Japan. They're now readily available if you don't mind a Japanese only version. You
yeah, but
know,
it's region locked is the issue. So
it's not though. It's
I thought it
not.
was. I mean, the language.
No,
I'm not worried about the
oh,
Japanese language
okay.
because
Okay. When you say region locked, do you mean you can only set it to Japan? You can play games from other regions. Like if I buy an English version of the game, but it'll pop in
okay,
as Japanese only.
that's
Yeah.
what I was
Yeah.
worried
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Because like
No, no, no.
but
You can get games from overseas because
yeah,
I've popped in English versions for my Switch One games that work perfectly fine.
okay, because that was the main thing I was concerned about. Because I mean, I'm not worried
No.
about like the system
Yeah.
settings because both of us know Japanese quite well, I think. But yeah, I was worried about like overseas games was my main
No, no,
issue.
no. Like it's when it says region locked, it's literally locked to the Japanese region on your Switch. Like that's what it means by that. It's not that you
Oh, but then
can't
you
get
might not
games
be
from
able.
overseas.
Yeah, then you well, the eShop might be different, I guess. But I guess it
The eShop is different, and it is you do often get locked into Japanese like text games where
yeah,
it's
right.
practice at
So
the end of the day. But games like Pokemon that have the language setting built in, you never have to worry about. All my games are in
yeah.
English with Pokemon. Um,
Anyways.
Anyways, before getting on a tangent, because that's a whole nother thing, what do you guys feel or are excited about or hope and want for Gen 10? Like I said at the beginning, put that comment down below what you guys are hoping. And if you did like this in video today, please hit it with a like. And if
Please.
you enjoy our content, hit it with a subscribe as well as ring that bell for those notifications, because I'm telling you, man, we about to go crazy here at Matcha Gotcha. Like I'm telling you,
Yeah.
2026 is the year of the matcha, the year of the gotcha. Forget the year of the horse. We are the year of the Mudsdale. It's gonna be crazy.
It's
Fucking here.
it's Year of the Snake. It's Year of the Snake. It's not the horse, it's the
It's
snake.
actually, you're wrong. That was last year, and it's now the year of the horse.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyways, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like.
Anyways,
Please
yeah.
comment. Yeah, guys, we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.
See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.